Hi. In today's session, we are going to discuss about joint stock company, meaning, features, merits, and demerits. Now, the what is the general meaning of company? Company refers where the group of individual forming together for accomplishing certain social or common um, objective or for common purpose. There is no exact technical or legal meaning for the company. If we look at the definition of a company according to the 2013 Act, it's an artificial person having a separate legal entity with perpetual succession, means long life, and having a common seals for its signatures, a common capital comprised of transferable shares and carrying limited liability. So all these we are going to discuss in the advantages and disadvantages. Coming to the uh, features or characteristics of the joint stock company. So there are characteristics are there. Few advantages and few disadvantages you can write as a characteristics. So for that, you can, if you look at the advantages, the same points among that you can write as few advantages, few disadvantages. Coming to the advantages of joint stock company. First one is huge or large capital. As we know, in the joint stock company, a company can issue shares to the public and raise the hundreds of crores of rupees capital from general public. And with that capital, there is a vast scope of expansion internationally and internationally with many branches. And coming to the liability, the shareholders have a limited liability. In case if the company incurs huge loss, the shareholders hardly they're going to lose the amount what they have invested, but the excess liability that need not bear, or the whatever the huge loss has been incurred that need not bear by the shareholder. And as you know, the other advantage is the company once formed, it's very difficult to close. You know, for forming of the company, there are a lot of rules and regulations have to comply. Similarly, for ending of the company, also it going to involve a lot of compliances. Hence, it is once it is established, it's going to be continue for a long and longer period. Transferability of shares. Shares can be transferred from one person to other person through the demat account. And under the uh, joint stock company, the shareholders can elect the board of directors through voting, similar to the our democratic principles. So he can become the management of the company. Coming to the other advantages, diffused risk. The risk is completely decentralized or limited to the whatever the amount they have invested uh, under the joint stock company. And organized intelligence. Here a joint stock company can appoint a very intellectual person as a MD of the CEO of the company, and can use their services for the growth of the company. Example, Sundar Pichai of the Google, that you can see it. Then similarly, tax relief. The various tax reliefs are going to be given by the state and central government if the company has been established according to the state governments or central governments promotional programs. Then the social advantage is that the company is going to give a lot of employment opportunities. Hence, it has the advantage of giving the uh, it is required to the society. Coming to the disadvantages, it's very difficult to form, as I already discussed, and regular speculation are encouraged. Sometimes management might himself incur in speculation or in increasing or decreasing of the share price for their mutual benefit through the insider trading. Then fraudulent management, we are seeing some number of cases where the management are involving in the fraudulent for their own benefit rather than the company benefits. Coming to the delay in decision maker, as you know, all the directors has to accept for a decision in this process. It might take certain time. Monopolistic powers, so certain companies um, enjoys the monopolistic power, like Reliance, which is dominating the Indian politics now. So these kind of monopolistic powers might affect the economy as well as the country. And excessive regulation by law, the company has to follow state government and central government rules and regulations, which is, in case if they don't follow, the uh, penalty will be imposed. Coming to the other disadvantage, conflicts of interest. The shareholders are different and management is different. So here the management may work for the growth of the company, may not look at for the welfare of the shareholders. Hence, there might be conflict. Coming to the lack of secrecy, secrets cannot be maintained as there are many board of directors are there, which they be involved while taking a final decision. Coming to the bureaucratic approach, as you know, generally in government organizations, bureaucrats expect certain amount, or they'll be lazy in taking certain decisions due to the various reasons. So similar kind of approach might be there in the joint stock company. And here there is no direct relations between efforts and rewards under the joint stock company, as we are just now discussed. The management or the directors of the company, they are working for the welfare of the company, but they are not getting any direct reward. Hence, no, they may not work for the growth of company, but for the self growth, might lead to the fraudulent management. So, in today's session, we have discussed the meaning of the company, definition, features, merits, and demerits. Thank you.